Hello guys, in today's video, we're doing what if Africa went to total war? Guys um loved European total chaos. What if Africa went into total war? Now the red team will be Egypt, and the blue team will do South Africa. Muslim versus Christianity. This is sort of a drafting. So we're gonna do Egypt, then South Africa, then Egypt, Egypt, Libya, Sudan, South Africa picks Angola, Egypt picks Chad. I think Egypt is going for a defensive strategy, and then they pick Nigeria, then Mali, and then Burkina Faso. And like Egypt pick 4, then I'm gonna South Africa pick 4. Since Africa has so many countries, I'm just gonna do 4 by 4. South Sudan, North Sudan, Tanzania, distraction, and South Africa counters out Nigeria, and things start to get a bit chaotic. No one picked Algeria because we use some of the stronger countries for last. They're gonna you will be lucky to get Algeria. And yeah, things are starting to look bad. South Africa decides to defend their own border. Watching, not Mozambique. Just those three. And then Niger. I don't really care about the rest of these countries. I'm just gonna put them on random games. I'm not really going was it these weaker countries? All these countries have blue team right here. Don't worry, Egypt will get its turn. And there. Benjamin, I mean, it'll just be and then Guyana, Togo, Guyana, and Togo. And the focus slowly shifts up here. Oh, forgot about you, sir. Go to the right. So well, you. This isn't going off of relations, so yeah. If this was going off relations between probably be a bit more, even more North African countries will probably be more Egypt leaning. So now what's a final pick for? Oh, now what's the final pick for Morocco and Algeria? You technically are part of Morocco. Oh, pretend that doesn't happen. So if Algeria goes to the blue team, then campaign is great. To go to the blue team, it's really mixed. Because I would say Egypt, Sudan, the DR, Tanzania are strong. And you have do any mini money mo. Mini money mo. That's it. Red team. I mean, this there. So now we are about we are now about to start our African battle royale. Yeah, you probably thought I didn't see those two countries over there. I mean, I kinda did. Oh, okay, so starting from north to south, we pretty much have Algeria being jumped on all sides. Even, even though Iraq isn't one of the strongest countries in the alliance, they get jumped by Morocco, while Libya advances into Tanzania with some help from Nigeria. And they pretty much all the way along their border. And then Libya advances into Tanzania where they're stopped in Algeria and Tunis forces. Algeria can go for a defense strategy. That's surrounded. And then Mali and some of the Western African countries kind of Nigeria, Mauritania, and they just fully wipe out. But this advance is temporary. Before Mauritania manages to hold out, but they do manage to lead up and cut their axis. And this is what they technically look like. But Nigeria, Ben just gets fully wiped out, and they just go ahead and start invading. Now this kind of causes some distraction with the defeat of those countries. Some troops from here have fled, and now Mauritania starts a reliberating campaign, and then link up, now connecting Western Africa together. If you guys want a PG, let me know down in the comments. And then this advance is also only temporary, kinda, before the DR realizes, and then but yeah, you're probably kinda eyeing. They might want to jump some countries if they lose. Oh right, the European colonization's over. And Sudan and Egypt, they advance into South Sudan, connecting up with the DR, and then therefore capitulating South Sudan. Ethiopia's gonna go for it. And someone can really invade them. They're gonna be the ones who's doing the invading. Yeah. They invade Eritrea, they break Somalia, and then this part just wants to be captured, they just go and surrender. They don't really care. They just promise Ethiopia to let them be free after this war ends. And Ethiopia's like, sure, sure, sure. And Ethiopia is a very small, not much, but it's kind of small. But then coming down to South Africa, we have South Africa doing well, not wonderful things, but oh, and it's gonna be one of the oh, well, it's not really because you're gonna get jumped by Tanzania. Yeah, revolted. Then South Africa connecting up access to invade Madagascar. Go ahead and do that. And then the island capitulates not easily, but and it was Mozambique pretty much fully deranged and disorganized. Africa starts a real liberating campaign into Mali. And I know I'm saying mostly South Africa, but countries like Namibia are helping. Who are just helping. They're helping despite their positions. They're not really providing much military efforts. So these are a massive campaign into Zambia and now are at the border with the DC. At the border of the DR. Yeah, that's what I meant. But they can't advance further because of the DR's troops and are kind of heavily defending. Well, it's not so long because Kenya is fully mobilized. Oh no, and Uganda too. Oh no, probably gonna go very badly. First off, these two get wiped out. They cut off these two countries, and then with Uganda and Kenya and some Ethiopian troops invading into Tanzania, it kind of distracts Tanzania and Africa. They meet up, capture the capital. So looking at this, it's kind of looking like the blue team. So the blue team is winning in the south, while the red team is doing some stuff in the north. Fully mobilizing, fully sending their troops. This front, let's get pushed back. First off, to push back Ethiopia and Algeria, fully getting Ethiopia out of Sudan and re-entering Eritrea. But Ethiopians are doing a good job in defense, so that's really all they can do. And then with Algeria also mobilizing, they managed, and with Egypt pulling the forces to go to Ethiopia. And Algeria manages to push back Libya. Because really, if we're being honest, Libya is not really the best of countries. So really, this isn't going to go well either way. And then with pretty much full, full military power, they call it an invasion into Libya. And what also happens is Nigeria decides to turn their focus north. All it does, just invade that part of the DR to connect up with the blue beam. And Algeria decide to meet up in Nigeria. Yeah. They capture the more populated areas of the country, and then with pretty much just desert left, a country pretty much most of Nigeria, meaning out some forces over here surrender. Yeah. And then also some Nigerian troops Nigerian troops, Mauritania manages to get a little bit of land back. That's probably not valuable. First off, you're cooked. You get invaded. Similar to Nigeria, your populated area gone. Okay. Now with falling out, pretty much all campaigns into Mauritania have been fully kicked out. It is now just the Moroccans holding a very defensive position. most of the team now connected up. Things start to go badly. First of all, is a jumping of the DR, because if they wipe out, that's a huge win. Especially with a brutal campaign, a very deadly campaign in finishing off Zambia, now entering the DR, and they get jumped from all sides by Nigerian, South African, Guinean, Ethiopian, and some very few Algerian troops, and they get pretty starting to put the whole. And you see pretty much the front collapsing, because after the DR collapses, then we have Morocco. Yeah. And someone, I don't know who, tells Morocco to leave the war. And then Morocco follows this person's advice, and they go ahead and out the war with US. And then, with the surprise, leaving out the war, Egypt was just. And then Sudan, they tried to go out the war, but those teammates aren't really. They don't really want. They just don't want it. I don't know. I don't know. We have the re-entering into South Sudan. This is going to be unified again. Sudan sees they're pretty much try just and then yeah. So we pretty much have the blue team winning the war. Now this could really. I don't think the red team could win the war. I don't think they could. But maybe the blue. I don't know if the blue team could fully win the war. Maybe a stalemate. Most likely would be a stalemate. But that'll be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Africa went into total war. And I'll see you in the next one.